exciting. The new winter program booklet is out. This is going to be in kids' backpacks this weekend.
Yes, hopefully they're bringing it home on Friday, and you'll have an opportunity over the weekend to take a glance at it. There are some new programs, and we have a baking. Remember last year we had the bake-off?
Yes.
Well, we're going to have a bake-off, but it's going to be a holiday bake-off, so that'll be a little bit different. It was a real success last year, the bake-off, so we're looking to see who will be the reigning champions of that program. We also have other programs in there that are different. We have the Mystery of Magic.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's also going to be here. We have our Halloween event this week, and Richard, the magician, Richard Archer, has been with us. He grew up here in Barnstable. He participated in our rec programs growing up, him and his brother and sister, and he gives back to the town so much, and he teaches his class. So
he is such a great guy.
Yeah.
I love his magic shows.
Yeah, he's very he's wonderful with the kids.
So is he going to give away a few of his secrets in this magic class?
In this you get all the secrets. You get all the secrets. Yeah, he shares, and everyone comes out of there able to do a little bit of magic.
Oh my goodness, I can see that program filling up super
it
fast.
Does. Yeah, it's a cute class. It's a fun class. I think if you see some of the pictures that are online, it's pretty cool. But that's a class for the grade 4-5 building. And of course we have the traditional, we have the basketball, which is huge in this town, basketball in the wintertime. We have after school, like the school vacations, we have a vacation program. In December we have 2 half days of school. Those programs fill up really, really fast. I'm just putting it out there right now that when registration opens you need to get in. If you need daycare and somebody to take care of your kids, they don't meet on the holidays, but they do meet otherwise during school vacation, so that it's kind of like our our summer leisure program for a week. And we meet at Centerville Rec and here and at the youth center. So we keep them busy.
Yes, so important for working parents to have that option, and it's so affordable when you think about the cost there. So definitely going to want to sign up for that quickly.
Yeah. So take a look. Everybody needs to take a look and get your kids involved in something for the winter. Again, don't wait till the last minute. The other thing is, just a reminder, everyone needs to make sure that their grades and their age are correct. So if you didn't register for anything in the summer or fall and get things changed, then obviously they're going to need some updating. So you can't do that physically yourself. You actually have to go to put it in. It'll come here for approval and get done. So you want to do that ahead of time.
Yeah, and actually I went through that process myself for fall activities. It was really easy. You just got to make sure you do it.
Yeah, yeah. And unfortunately, that's the way the system works. So we've worked on trying to change it automatic, but it won't allow us to do that. So it's one of the hiccups.
Hey. With
it's still easier.
Yeah, exactly. With that convenience, it's worth a little extra work on,
Right.
Not too bad, not too big of an issue. Very quickly, and staff here is so nice. I actually just called in here, and someone helped me over the phone, just like that. So
registration starts November 3rd, but you need to start thinking about what your plans are. Get your calendars marked. Put it in your phone so it reminds you that 8:30 the lines will open at 8:30. You can come down here to register, but again, it's all in live time. So real important to be planned ahead.
Yeah, first come, first serve.
Yes, first come, first serve, and some classes fill up within the first day.
Wonderful. And it's so important for our kids to be getting the exercise that they need, getting out there, and because in some cases physical education requirements have changed over the years and actually have lessened in the school system now.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's so funny. We're so health conscious, and we've been noticing the department. We've been looking at our activity class, our classes that are actually structured activity. Our science classes and our STEM programs are all growing, and our girls programs, such as it started last spring. It's been a couple of springs, but last spring in particular, we only had 2 kids that were interested in softball. So girls, so we had 2 girls, and then we look at we go, well, where did everybody go? What is everybody interested in? So we're looking at lacrosse, thinking that should be packed. That's one of the faster growing, not full. So what happened to all our girls? Well, okay, let's say it's just a spring thing, something's going on, maybe they're dancing, doing whatever. So now we look at the fall programs, and we're looking at field hockey, volleyball, soccer, and we're looking at those physical activities, and we're going, those numbers aren't filling like they used to.
And so this is really mainly just a girl issue. This is you're not seeing the same thing, and drop in participation for boys.
Yeah, the boys are still consistent. They've been consistent. But the girls' programs, it's very, it could be a crisis in the department, quite honestly, not just the department, in the town, and that we're not getting our girls out there to be physically active. So health-wise, we could be causing a bigger issue. So important for the community to start to look and see what their kids are involved in. If you have young ladies, then look to make sure that they're doing something. I mean, we do have running, we do have a lot of different things, but the girls aren't participating in the physical activities, which is long-term concerning.
Right, absolutely. And this is something you brought up at a recent Recreation Commission meeting, asking for their help and support. And you're going to be delving into that a little bit with the Recreation Commission. I know that they said that they are willing to reach out to some school administrators in junior high and elementary age level to see, if they can start helping, sort of research the issue and find out what's happening here.
Right. Well, in the meantime, the MIAA has come next year, actually July 31st of 2016, 8th graders will no longer be able to participate in sports. So that's just come to fruition. Talking to Pat Clark and Scott Thompson and finding out that now we got an 8th grade issue. So, we're talking about changing school times. We're talking, I mean, we've got a lot of
variables are up in the air right now.
A lot of concern, and it does affect. If we're not having the girls participate in physical activities and sports when they get into high school, if we lose more, the only way that they can play, I guess, on the high school team is if the high school says that we're in dire need of more players. So I know that field hockey hasn't had the numbers the last couple of years, so they've been able to take 8th graders, not an issue. So because they wouldn't fill their roster, they'd be able to write to the MIAA saying we need to take 8th graders because we only had so many kids 9th through 12 sign up. I can see and understand sometimes what's going on, but at the same time, we don't want to lose any activity. So we get a lot of flying balls in the air right now. Concern about the kids not participating in activity. Then I'm concerned at the high school if we lose the 8th grade and there's no activity to go into the high school. I mean, it's kind of...
Let me ask you this question, Patty, because thinking about this as a parent, sometimes kids, when they get in, if 8th graders aren't participating, are you concerned that they then maybe would be a little bit more apprehensive to join in at the 9th grade level?
I think because it's across the board, maybe not, but if they don't play for a year, that's where you're going to lose them. If you have kids not active for a whole year, they'll get involved in something else. And sometimes not for the positive. If there's nothing for them after school, where are they going to go? They're going to go home to an empty house. Not good. Some of the kids will participate in some programs, but 6th, 7th, 8th grade, those are at-risk years. Those are huge at-risk years. We need to keep our kids busy. Hopefully they'll pick up in other activities, but there's no promise.
And then the challenge for the recreation division is it's not going to be easy for you guys to create and fill that hole because of all those balls in the air, lack of gym time at the high school to provide space, trying to get those kids to a different school or a different location. Yeah, it's going to be really huge and challenging.
Transportation's a lot of money, but let's say they change the hours of the school. Middle school's going to school, so we'll be starting 7th and 8th grade 6th and 7th grade programs earlier. The school won't even be out yet, so it's not like you can just transfer the kids from Barnstable High School over to, we could do that, and we'd have no problem even now if a kid didn't want to play high school sports and said, "Hey, I want to play basketball." We could go over and get them and bring them over now, or they could walk over. But what's going to happen when the time changes? So again, there's a lot of variables here.